Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome everyone to a very exciting and special morning. All voices are going to be lifted in song together to start us off. We're going to sing number 361, Enter, Rejoice, and Come In. So please rise in body and spirit and let us sing together to start off our morning. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your ears to the song. Open your ears to the song. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your hearts, everyone. Open your hearts, everyone. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Don't be afraid of some change. Don't be afraid of some change. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Our words of welcome are by the Reverend Ian Riddell. Come, hoof and trunk and tail and horn, and paw and wing and claw. Come, bird and reptile, mammal born, all full of nature's law. Bring bark and crow and ribbit too, and silent stare and hiss. Bring purr and trill and warble too, and voice no ear can miss. We gather here, each life and all, to celebrate and sing, to honor creatures large and small. 'Tis holiness we bring. Welcome on this very special Sunday. As far as I know, a first here at the Unitarian Society, at least a first in a long time, a blessing of the Animals Sunday. So welcome to all of you. You who have been here 100 times, you who are here for the very first time. Joining us in our physical sanctuary, joining us in our online sanctuary. Yes, welcome to all. It is an exciting morning here, and this is just going to be loads of fun and opportunity to just be fully present here in this expanded community this morning. And maybe a little joyful chaos will come into the room with us as well. I'm the Reverend Julia Hamilton. I use she, her pronouns, and I am delighted to be collaborating on this service with Carolyn Bjerke, our ministerial intern, our fantastic choir and music folks, and all of you who have chosen to spend your time here with us for this hour this morning. Here at the Unitarian Society of Santa Barbara, we are a loving community of seekers who strive to live with integrity, nurture wonder, and inspire the actions that transform us and transform the world. If you're visiting with us this morning, if this is your first visit with us, you have chosen quite a morning to get to know us. I encourage you to join us on future Sundays to stop by our welcome table, find out more about what's going on here. If you're joining us online, there is a visitor connection button, right? You can click and fill out a connection card so that we can keep in touch with you about what's going on here at the Unitarian Society on Sundays and beyond. Because we have a lot going on here, and I encourage everyone to find your place, your home here in this congregation. And if it feels like this might be your spiritual home, your community in these times, we welcome you into membership at any time you are ready. You can stop by our membership table in the courtyard or talk to Angie Swanson-Kiriako, our membership and outreach coordinator. There's Angie over there. And we would love to welcome you as part of our USSB community. There are a couple of things coming up that I want to highlight. The first is that next Sunday we're having an all-congregation potluck after the service. You can bring your items and leave them in the kitchen during the service, and then join us for a wonderful lunch in the garden afterwards. It's always a great time to spend more time getting to know each other. So please don't be shy. Come to our potluck next Sunday. We are going to be launching a new adult religious exploration series, and I want to invite Charlotte Bergante up to talk a little bit more about it.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Charlotte Bergante, your Director of Lifespan Religious Exploration, and I am excited to tell you about a new addition to our adult RE programming we're calling our Lunch and Learn series. We've got 5 workshops coming up over the next few months on 5 fascinating topics led by 5 terrific facilitators, and they all take place on Sundays from 12 to 2 p.m. with lunch and childcare available. The first workshop, which I have the good fortune to facilitate, is called My Personal Theology. And it's not about my personal theology, it's about your personal theology. And that class is on Sunday, April 6th. And this workshop is an opportunity to consider what it means to you to be a Unitarian Universalist, what you believe, and what you want to explore on your lifelong search for truth and meaning. No matter where you are on your journey, I hope you'll join me for an afternoon of self-discovery and meaning-making. Registration for this workshop is open now. There's a link in your Friday email, or you can also sign up at the RE table after the service, or you can send me an email. Looking ahead, in May we've got UU History 101 with Reverend Julia and Befriending Your Mortality, facilitated by Eileen Bunning. Then in June, we've got The Art of Reflection with Peter Hale, and The Wisdom Path, Our Money, Our Values, facilitated by Gary Welterlin. And you can stay tuned for more details about these Lunch and Learn workshops in the weeks to come. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, you can applaud for that. It's an exciting new way of doing adult religious exploration here in the congregation. And every Sunday, Wiggles are always welcome in this community, and so if you need to move in and out at any time during the service, feel free. I invite you now to take a breath, to allow yourself to fully arrive, to set aside whatever to-do lists, whatever news tickers you have waiting for you out in the world, and give yourself the gift of this moment, this hour together, as we ring our bell and let the sound connect us.
Our chalice lighting this morning is adapted from Mark Causey. We light this chalice, spark of the original fire of creation, to remind us that all of us on this planet, the furred, the feathered, the finned, and the scaled, we are all made from the same stardust. We all share the same hopes of a life free from harm and suffering, and the same aspirations of happiness, love, and flourishing. We are just that many diverse perspectives of the whole. We are inextricably intertwined, interconnected, and interdependent. All is well. And for our good thing this week, we turn our eyes to the skies, to the towering pines of Big Bear, where Jackie and Shadow, a devoted pair of bald eagles, have built their home. Year after year, they return to their nest, reinforcing it with careful precision, tending to their young with patience, and facing the challenges of nature together. Their lives offer us a lesson in love and steadfast care. Eagles are known for their fierce devotion to their mates, their persistence through storms, and their unwavering commitment to raising the next generation. Jackie and Shadow embody cooperation, endurance, and resilience, weathering harsh winters, defending their nest, and providing their eaglets with tireless dedication. In watching them, we are reminded of the strength that comes from partnership and the power of persistence. They teach us that love is not just a feeling, but an ongoing practice, one of showing up, working together, and soaring through the challenges life brings. May we take inspiration from these majestic birds and bring that same steadfastness and care to our own lives and communities.
So why a blessing of the animals? We spend a lot of time here at the Unitarian Society imagining a more thriving world. We work for justice and compassion. We lift each other up. We wrestle with the hard things, and we celebrate the good things. And these days, it seemed like a lot more wrestling and a lot less celebrating. And so it seemed like this was the perfect moment to bring this tradition into the heart of our community, into our sanctuary with the blessing of the animals. Because we need sometimes to be reminded that the world is already thriving right here and now. And the animals help us with this holy remembering. We need to remember that material fact of other non-human lives that we share this planet with, that we are not alone in this experiment of living, and that we have an obligation to love our neighbors, not just our human neighbors, but all those who fly and crawl and swim and scamper alongside of us. So this is the first time, as far as I've been able to discover, that we've brought a blessing of the animals into the sanctuary here in the almost 150 years of the Unitarian Society. It may have been done in the past, and if you know of that, please come talk to me. But the idea of this service, of the blessing of the animals, goes back hundreds, if not thousands, of years. People throughout history have recognized their interdependence with our animal neighbors, and ritual blessings have been part of nearly every religious tradition. In the Christian tradition, it's often traced back to St. Francis of Assisi, a Catholic saint from the 13th century who was known to be a little odd. He would go out into the countryside and preach sermons to the birds. He would spread the love to the bees. He believed that all of creation was sacred and worthy of lifting up in love. And so that tradition has been a beloved part of many congregations for centuries. And some Unitarian Universalist congregations have been doing this service for a long time. Our worship team has been pondering it for the past few years, and I'm delighted that this Sunday, this spring, we can bring it here. And not just because the time is right, but because the time is necessary. So let us embark on this experiment together with love and humor and goodwill, setting down just for an hour the fret and fever of the day. It will be waiting for us this afternoon. Let us enjoy this moment together. Let us sing All Creatures of the Earth and Sky. It's number 203. We're going to sing verses 1, 2, and 5. So please rise in body and spirit and sing together.
Rushing winds so wild and strong, white clouds that sail in heaven along. Alleluia, alleluia, the rising morning praise rejoice. High stars of evening find a voice. Alleluia, alleluia. Alleluia,
morning, everyone. This is the time in our service when we invite our little folks forward to come sit on the stairs for a time for all ages. If they need to bring their special pet with them, that's also just fine, or if they need to bring a special adult with them, that's also just fine. So come on forward. They're coming.
Oh.
Here we go. Yes, there's a lot to be excited about here today, so. Welcome, babe, welcome. Oh, look, here we go. This is so great. I love this so much. I am so excited to see all these furry, feathered, I don't know if we have any feathers or scaly friends or you use among us here today, but I'm excited for all of these wonderful animals. We really are welcoming and inclusive, aren't we? So great. I wish I could have brought my dog Zeke to this morning, but he is almost 17 years old. He can't hear anymore, and he has trouble walking, so he's happiest at home in his little bed in the sunshine. But I did wear his tag today, so I'm looking forward to getting a blessing for him later. So, hey, Joy, what do you think some of the pets in the room are thinking right now?
Happy.
They're happy. What's your pet?
They're excited.
The pets are happy and excited, they think. Okay, how do you know when your dog or your cat or another animal is happy?
They make happy sounds.
They make happy sounds and he purrs. And you guys have an animal at home, right? 2 dogs at home. How do you know when they're sad?
A lot of pouting and sad eyes.
Pouting and sad eyes, yeah. And if animals could talk, what do you think they would say?
I don't know.
You can't speak for the animals, right, babe? Yeah. And have you ever helped take care of an animal? Have any of you, all of you? Anybody raise your hand if you've helped? A lot of people have helped take care of animals, right? Have you ever had to say goodbye to a beloved animal? Yeah, that's really hard. And Carolyn has some thoughts to share with us about that.
Yeah, I do. And the animals bring us so much joy, don't they? And they make us laugh, and they comfort us, and they remind us how to be loving and kind. Oh, yeah. But one thing about the animals is that their lives are shorter than ours. And sometimes we miss them because we don't see them every day. And maybe the dog or cat we love lives in a different house now. Maybe there's an animal in our neighborhood or even a wild animal that we used to see but we don't see anymore. Maybe a beloved pet has passed away. And even when the animals aren't with us, the love and the joy they bring into our lives stays with us. And so when we remember them, the funny things they did and how they're part of our hearts, we want to take a moment to honor and remember them. So we have a candle here, and if you can think of an animal that you want to remember and come up and light a candle, and say the name of your pet. This is a way of saying we hold you in our hearts. Can you think of one?
I had a fish that died.
You want to light a candle?
And any of the kids who, I see a few kids back there who didn't come up, but if you have an animal you want to light a candle for, you may come up now.
Do you remember the name of your fish?
Bingo.
Bingo?
No, Mingo.
Mingo with an M? Nope. There we go. Nice job.
I have an animal that I'd like to light a candle for. I had a cat named Smeagol for almost 19 years.
Thank you, Reverend Julian. Do you have an
We're
animal?
gonna light a candle for Tucker.
For Tucker.
Tucker.
I'll light a candle for my cat Effie, who was named after my grandmother, who hated cats.
And I'm going to light a candle for my black lab, Smokey. He was a sweetheart. And so as we take this moment and extend it into the congregation, I invite us all to take a deep breath and bring to mind an animal that has touched your lives. An animal whose presence brought you peace, or one that you simply admired from afar. We hold these creatures in our hearts, their playfulness, their loyalty, and their wild beauty. And if they are no longer with us, the love we shared remains. And so as I light this candle as a symbol of that love, as the flame rises, I invite you to speak the name of your animal you wish to remember aloud or in the quiet of your hearts. And may this light carry our gratitude, our remembrance, and the joy that these animals brought into our lives.
And that is our time for all ages, but kids, you are invited to stay in the sanctuary today because this is going to be way too much fun and you need to be here. But if you want, over there on that table, there's some coloring blessing of the animals coloring books. You can hang out up here in color, or you can take one home with you. They're just right over there.
On our Sundays, we often have members of our worship associate team offer reflections about their life and the theme, and we have a very special worship associate to welcome forward this morning. Come on up.
This is like being in the middle of a Mary Oliver poem. My name is Harpo Boychik Ariel Broidy, a proud four-legged member of the Unitarian Society. I'm deeply grateful to have the opportunity to speak with you this morning, but despite all of the amazing and occasionally troubling advances in AI and other technologies, we have yet to have a program able to translate canine thought and speech into human speech. Rather than ask you to spend the next few minutes trying to interpret a series of barks for content, yelps for emphasis, and snorfles for emotion, I've prevailed upon one of my people to share my remarks with you. While Ellen will be reading the text, please understand that her role here is simply to translate. The thoughts and feelings are mine, all mine. The blessing of the animals is so very special to me because I know what it means to be blessed. Found wandering the lonely streets of Bakersfield in November 2019, I was scooped up and delivered to Kern County Animal Services. Now, the word services is a bit misleading, since at first pass, one might reasonably assume that it was a safe and sheltering place, an environment designed to provide assistance to stray, wandering, or otherwise misplaced creatures. I must confess that was my initial reaction when I read the words on the side of the van that transported me to the facility. Well, as I'm sure you all know, words can have multiple and hidden meanings, and this was certainly the case here. For a variety of reasons too complex to go into now, Kern County Animal Services turned out to be a kill shelter, a place where, if no one found your face irresistible and your bark alluring, after a set number of days, you were scheduled to be euthanized. That most definitely was not the service that I had expected. However, it was in this strange and terrifying and sterile environment that I experienced the first of many blessings. Since I'd been found without any identification, not only was there no easy way to return me to whatever home I might have wandered from, nobody knew my name. Needing to put some sort of identifying marker on the kennel door, the shelter named me MJ. It turns out those were just the initials of the intake worker who processed me for admission. So for the first few days I was housed at Kern County Animal Services. That's how I was known. Time passes slowly in an animal shelter. You get fed and let out for brief periods of time, but mostly you just wait. I quickly learned from my fellow detainees that what I was waiting and hoping for was for someone to come by my cage and say, "That's the one, that's my new companion." I also gathered from the preening and primping around me that it was essential to look as endearing as possible so that anyone passing by would stop dead in their tracks, insist that a staff member open the cage, swoop me up in their arms, and carry me to my new forever home. As fetching as I am, that regrettably did not happen. People came and went, animals came and went, but I stayed put, counting the days until my number was up and I'd be led not into the adoring arms of my new family, but into a far darker fate. But then, as if by magic, a woman from Bella Vita Rescue, a small organization in Oakland, saw me and decided that while I might not be appealing to someone looking for a pet in Kern County, there might be a dog lover in the Bay Area who would recognize my undeniable charms and welcome me home. Apparently, Bella Vita Rescue operates along the same lines as our own Santa Barbara Spark Rescue, going to kill shelters to find animals they think have a good chance of being placed in their communities. Needless to say, I was ecstatic when the kennel door opened and I was led not to the dreaded euthanasia area, but to the office at the front of the shelter. There, after a vet administered the required rabies shot, for some reason, I was given a brand new name. I'd done my time at Kern County Animal Services as MJ, and for some mysterious reason, I left the facility as Brewster. Needless to say, I could have cared less what anyone called me. I was free, and paws crossed, I was going home. The next part of my story illustrates how I got from Bakersfield to Oakland to Santa Barbara, another step in my path of blessings. My current housemates and family of choice, Joan and Ellen, had recently lost two beloved canine companions, and after a period of mourning, decided to search for a new four-legged friend. After years of sharing their lives with purebred dogs, animals that clearly had better pedigrees than me, or either of them for that matter, they decided it was time to open their home to a mutt, a word that has been adopted and rehabilitated by the canine community. Good for them, but potentially not so good for me, as Joan and Ellen, acting like the old-school lesbians that they are, had limited their pet finder online search to females. Fortunately, while visiting friends and family in the Bay Area at Thanksgiving, their good friend Hal, who had decided to help them in their quest, was more expansive in his search criteria, included boy dogs, and voila, found me. He sent them my mugshot, which they, of course, could not resist. I had the opportunity to put into practice the charm skills I had cultivated during my lonely days at Kern County Animal Services, and by the time Joan and Ellen, with Hal in tow, of course, met me, I was downright irresistible. It was mutual love at first sight, and to make a long story short, we quickly dispensed with the formalities, signed the necessary paperwork, and immediately changed my name to Harpo Boychik, after their favorite curly-haired Marx brother. The kind woman from Bella Vita Rescue presented me to my new family the day after Thanksgiving in front of the Pete's Coffee Shop in Montclair. It couldn't be a more California story. For the past 5+ years, I've been a happy and contented resident of Santa Barbara. Talk about blessings. I have a posse of special canine friends. I am cross-species friends with Peggy the sheep and all the goats at Stowe House, and have learned to peacefully coexist with the ducks and turtles at Alice Keck Park Memorial Garden. I've discovered wonderful places to walk in our neighborhood and on special occasions at the beach or the Botanic Garden. I'm also a small business owner, part of the economic engine of our county as the proprietor of Hotel Harpo, a boutique hostelry for discerning small dogs. Some of our guests are actually here today. I love being the concierge and enjoy welcoming my guests and showing them my Santa Barbara, the best places to walk, the most appealing places to sniff, the most elegant spots to, quote, get busy. Participating in the blessing of the animals is a singular honor for me. On Sundays, when Joan and Ellen can't attend services, we watch the live stream together, moved as always by Reverend Julia's brilliant words and the wonderful music that fills the sanctuary. I especially like my version of one of our favorite songs, which absolutely captures how truly blessed I am to be part of this beloved community. There's room at the dinner bowl for everyone.
The song of canaries never varies, and when they're molting, they're pretty revolting.
Every Sunday here at the Unitarian Society, we give away a portion of our offering to a program that lives our values in the world. And this month, we are partnering with our kids in our religious exploration program to raise the funds for our Hunt for Justice. This is our annual Easter tradition where the congregation gives money to our youth and kids to determine what their values are in the world and where they want to offer support in the community. So the money that we raise in March is given over to the kids who, by a democratic process, decide what programs they want to then pass on those funds to at our Easter celebration. And I will say it is appropriate this Sunday because very often animals are near and dear to their hearts, and there's almost always an animal organization that ends up being supported in this work. So please read with me the affirmation of gratitude and give as generously as you are able to support this project and all the works of this congregation. Let us be grateful when we are able to give, for many do not have that privilege. And let us be grateful for those who share their gifts with us, for we are enriched by their giving. And let us be grateful even for our needs, so we may learn from the generosity of others. And while our choir sings our offertory, we have photographs from members of the congregation who sent in their animal companions to be blessed with us this morning, but are probably watching from the comfort of home, many of whom are cats. Well, we are almost at the moment that everyone has been so patiently waiting for. And in just a minute, Carolyn is going to give us instructions about how this blessing will work. But I wanted to set the stage by sharing a reading from the novel Gilead by Marilynne Robinson. And it's a novel about a minister reflecting on his life and work through the format of a letter to his son to help understand what it is, this mysterious thing that we do together in religious community. And so these are the words from the character, the Reverend John Ames. We are very pious children from pious households in a fairly pious town, and this affected our behavior considerably. Once, we baptized a litter of cats. It occurred to one of the girls to swaddle them up in a doll's dress. There was only one dress, which was just as well, since the cats could hardly tolerate a moment in it, and would have been unswaddled as soon as they were christened in any case. I myself moistened their brows, repeating the full Trinitarian formula. I still remember how those warm little brows felt under the palm of my hand. Everyone has petted a cat, but to touch one like that, with the pure intention of blessing it, is a very different thing. It stays in the mind. For years, we would wonder what, from a cosmic viewpoint, we had done to them. It still seems to me to be a real question. There is a reality in blessing. It doesn't enhance sacredness, but it acknowledges it. And there is a power in that. I have felt it pass through me, so to speak. The sensation is one of really knowing a creature. I mean, really feeling its mysterious life and your own mysterious life at the same time. That is what we are doing this morning. Together, we are letting our mysterious lives coexist in an act of blessing.
Now is the time when we get to bless our animal companions in life. Cats and dogs and birds and chickens and turtles and fish. The ceremony also acknowledges that our lives are made fuller and richer by all the creatures who inhabit the earth with us, not just those who live in our homes. Blessings are not only something we offer to the animals themselves, they are also a way of recognizing the many ways these creatures bless us with their presence, their loyalty, their playfulness, and their quiet wisdom. Whether they're pets in our homes, animals in the wild, or even stuffed animals that bring us comfort, they are part of the great web of life, and today we honor them. In a moment, we invite you to bring your animal, whether in person, in a photo, forward for a blessing. Please come up the center aisle, and you can go to either Reverend Julia or myself, and we will offer a blessing for your animal. After receiving your blessing, you may return to your seat by filing down the outward aisles. And if you don't have an animal with you today, you can remain in your seat and add your love and blessings to all those gathered here with us today. After blessing the animals here in the physical sanctuary, we will have a moment to bless the animals joining us from home as well. Let us enter this time of blessing with gratitude for the animals who share our lives, our world, and our hearts.
Come on forward. This animal with us today, Coco. Coco, may your life be a blessing in the world. May you live long and joyfully. Bless you, Coco. Come on. Who is here with us today? Hey, Pagels. Oh, may your life be a blessing to the world, and may you live long and joyfully, Pagels. Oh, she's so excited. Who is this here with us today? Sadie. Sadie, may your life be a blessing to the world, and may you live long and joyfully. Yes, you're a good girl.
Thank you very much.
Who do we have with us today? This is Ruby. Ruby, may your life be a blessing in this world, and may you live long and joyfully. Who is with us here today? Harry. Nice to meet you, Harry. May your life be a blessing in the world, and may you live long and joyfully with your companions. And who do we have with us today? Hi, Harpo. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us this morning. And Harpo, may your life be a blessing in this world, and may you live long and joyfully.
Thank you.
Hi, Sophie. Good morning, Sophie. May your life be a blessing in this world, and may you live long and joyfully with your companions. Yes, there's a lot going on this morning, Sophie, isn't there? Oh, this is Ollie. Ollie, may your memory be a blessing. Your life was a blessing to your companions, and we know you live on in our hearts, Ollie. Who do we have here with us today? Rio. May your life be a blessing in this world, and may you live long and joyfully with your friends. Yeah. Gidget. Oh, Gidget, your life is a blessing, and we hold you in spirit here with us this morning. Blessings, Gidget. Oh, I've loved seeing all of our animal friends here today. May your life in this world be a blessing, and may you live long and joyfully with your friends. And who do we have with us today? Kingston. Kingston, may your life in this world be a blessing, and may you live long and joyfully. Who Who do we have here with us this morning? Daisy and Rosie. Well, I'll start with Daisy. Daisy, may your life be a blessing in this world, and may you live long and joyfully with your friends. Who's here with us? Roxy. Good morning, Roxy. May your life be a blessing in this world, and may you live long and joyfully with your friends and companions. Hi, Roxy. May you be a blessing. Who do we have? Dribble? Good morning, Dribble. May your life be a blessing in this world, and may you live long and joyfully with your companions. Polly? Good morning, Polly. May your life be a blessing in this world, and may you live long and joyfully with your companions. Yes. Huckleberry Finn is here with us this morning. Huckleberry Finn, may your life be a blessing in this world, and may you live long and joyfully with your friends. You're a good dog. We have two little rats here with us this morning. I recognize these rats who share a life with us at our house. And here's my dog, Luna. And our rats are Quasi and Captain Barnacles. May you be a blessing in this world, and may you live long and joyfully. And my cat, Pabu, too, who is at home. May Pabu be a blessing in this world also. Emma, may you be a blessing in this world. May you live long and joyfully with your family. Brody, may you be a blessing in this world, and may you live long and joyfully with your companion. Who is this?
This is Riley.
Riley, may you be a blessing in this world, and may you live long and joyfully with your family.
Thank you.
Finley is here with us in spirit this morning. May you be a blessing in this world, Finley, and may you live long and joyfully. And we have Toby here with us in spirit. Toby, you are a blessing in this world. May you live long and joyfully with your friends.
This is our cat Oreo.
Your cat Oreo.
Yeah, like
Oreo. Aptly named Oreo. May you be a blessing in this world, and may you live long and joyfully with your family. Who is this? Hi. Who is this?
This is Remy.
Remy, may you be a blessing in this world, and may you live long and joyfully with your family. Come on forward. Hi, who is this? Rosita, may you be a blessing in this world, and may you live long and joyfully with your friends. You're a good dog. Beaker, may you be a blessing in this world, and may you live long and joyfully with your family. I think we have had a chance to say hello. Oh, there's another animal companion coming forward. Who is this?
Sure how she felt about all those dogs.
Oh, yes.
Mava.
Mava, waiting for a moment of quiet up here. Mava, may you be a blessing in this world, and may you live long and joyfully with your friends. And now for those of you who have your animal friends with you at home, if you want to lay your hands or bring them close to you as we send you love from our house to yours, may we feel the blessing of this community flowing to you wherever you are. And we say to all of those animal friends near and far, may your presence in this world be a blessing, and may you live long and joyfully. May it be so. Blessed be, and amen. It is so wonderful to be here this morning in this spirit of joyful multi-species community. I am going to be smiling all week long. And I wanted to just say before we close that in this moment, acts of joy are resistance. acts of living life fully, embracing the diversity of our world, embracing all the many ways we find joy and community in this world. This is an act of resistance and resilience. One of the best things we can do right now is live in this space, this expansive, loving, beautiful, inclusive space. So thank you all for joining us this morning for our annual blessing. Let us sing once more. We're going to sing this simple song 3 times in a row from You I Receive. It's number 402. Please rise in body and spirit.
Please remain standing for our benediction, which is some wisdom from our cat and dog friends. Show exuberant joy when you first see your loved ones after being apart. Delight in simple joys, play a lot, except in the most dire of situations, retract your claws. Knock something off the shelf every once in a while. It's fun, and it can open up new possibilities. Never try to persuade humans to be reasonable. Purr loudly or wag your whole body when you're happy. Sometimes a good howl or some hissing can help a lot. Just avoid biting, which gets you in a lot of trouble. Nap for the pleasure of it. Comfort others, accept comfort when you are able. Love freely, but never lose yourself in doing so. Blessed be, may these words be a blessing to you as you go out into the world, and let us call out a blessing.
You want to go